You're standing in line at a grocery store on a Wednesday evening. 2 bags in your cart. Nothing fancy. Bread, eggs, vegetables, chicken, some pasta. The basics. The cashier scans the last item. The total flashes on the screen, $86. You reach for your card, but there's a pause. Not because you can't pay it. You can. But in that half second before you tap, you're doing math in your head. Rent went out last week. Car payments Friday. There's that subscription you forgot to cancel. And you need gas tomorrow. You pay, you leave, but that feeling stays with you. That quiet, uncomfortable calculation that happens in parking lots and at pharmacy counters and when you're scrolling through your bank app at 11 p.m. And that moment, that tiny hesitation over $86 reveals something uncomfortable about 2026. What income is actually safe anymore? Not rich, not quit your job and travel the world money, not influencer life or luxury car money. I mean safe, like bills paid without panic, no credit card juggling, no counting days until payday, no holding your breath when something unexpected happens. Safe means you can buy groceries without doing mental math. It means an oil change doesn't ruin your month. It means you're not one broken appliance away from chaos. This isn't about aspiration. It's about the floor, the baseline, the minimum income where life stops feeling like a tightrope. And the answer is more complicated and more uncomfortable than most people want to admit. Let's start with numbers, real numbers. Not internet fantasy budgets where someone lives in a major city on $1,200 a month. Actual 2026 baseline survival, rent or mortgage. Depends where you live, but let's say $1,600 for a basic one-bedroom in a mid-tier city. Not San Francisco, not New York, somewhere normal. Utilities, electric, water, internet, phone, $250. Transportation, car payment, insurance, gas, maintenance, $600. Or if you don't have a car, maybe $150 for public transit and ride shares when you need them. Food, $400 if you're careful. No restaurants, no delivery, actual cooking. Insurance, health, dental, renters or home, $300. Debt payments, student loans, credit cards, whatever you're carrying, $350 for a lot of people. Some pay more, some pay less. Many pay nothing because they're already behind. Add it up. That's $3,650. And we haven't included clothes, haircuts, toothpaste, any form of entertainment, savings, retirement, literally anything going wrong. Round it to $4,000 a month, and you're living a life with zero margin. This isn't a good life. This is a survival life. And here's what makes it worse. Most people are living right here. There's a term for this, financial fragility. It means your system works until it doesn't. One emergency and everything collapses. A medical bill, a car repair, a work laptop that dies, a root canal. $800 breaks the whole thing. And for most people, that's reality. The Federal Reserve did a study a few years ago that found nearly 40% of Americans couldn't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. That number hasn't improved. If anything, it's worse now. Because rent went up, insurance went up, eggs cost $7, but wages, they crawled. So people feel poor even when they're not technically poor. Because safety isn't about income, it's about margin. Margin is the space between what you earn and what you spend. Most people have high income and zero margin. They make $70,000 a year and still feel broke because every dollar is already assigned. There's no room, no buffer, no breath. And that's the difference between surviving and being safe. Let me break income into 3 tiers, not by dollar amount, by feeling, by psychological reality. Level 1, survival income. This is where all your income is spoken for before it even arrives. Rent, bills, food, gas, minimums on debt. You're not behind, but you're not ahead. There's no savings, no investing, no what if. You live paycheck to paycheck. And if you're honest, you're tired. Not physically, mentally. Because every purchase is a decision. Every month is a countdown. Every unexpected expense is a crisis. This is where most people live. And if you're here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Level 2 is stable income. This is where you've got bills covered and a little more. You have $2,000 in savings, maybe $5,000 if you've been disciplined. You contribute to a 401k, not much, but something. You can handle a $500 emergency without panic. You don't check your bank balance every single day. This feels better than survival, but it's not safe. Because one big thing still breaks you. A job loss, a medical event, a major car accident. You've got a cushion, but it's thin. You're stable, but you're still vulnerable. Most people think this is safety. It's not. Level 3 is safe income. This is different. Safety means you have 6 months of expenses saved, not in a retirement account, in cash, accessible. It means you're investing consistently, retirement, index funds, something that compounds. It means an unexpected $2,000 expense is annoying, not devastating. It means you have money left over every single month, and that money isn't immediately spent. This is where you stop living in fear. You're not rich, but you're free from the constant low-grade panic that most people carry. This is the goal. And the question is, what income gets you here? Here's the formula. Take your monthly expenses, multiply by 1.5 to 2. That's your safe monthly income. Why? Because safety requires living on 60 to 65% of what you earn. The rest goes to savings, investments, and building the systems that protect you. Let's do the math. If your baseline monthly expenses are $4,000, you need to earn $6,000 to $8,000 per month. That's $72,000 to $96,000 a year, and that assumes you're disciplined. If you're in a higher cost of living area, bigger cities, expensive states, you're looking at $100,000 to $130,000 to hit functional safety. Now here's the uncomfortable part. That's higher than the median household income in the United States, which means most households are living below the safety line. They're surviving, not safe. But here's the critical thing to understand. Income alone doesn't equal safety. You can make $150,000 and still be fragile, because if you spend $145,000, you have no margin. Safety is about the gap, not the number. This is the trap most people fall into. They think, I just need to earn more. So they get a raise, a promotion, a new job. Income jumps from $60,000 to $80,000, and for about 3 months, it feels amazing. Then something shifts. The apartment gets upgraded, the car gets nicer, subscriptions multiply, restaurants become routine. Lifestyle expands to match income, and a year later, they're making $80,000 and still feeling broke, because the gap didn't change. They're still living paycheck to paycheck, just with nicer stuff. This is called lifestyle creep, and it's why high earners often feel just as stressed as moderate earners. The number goes up, the pressure stays the same. Here's the truth. If your lifestyle grows at the same speed as your income, safety never arrives. You just get better at looking successful while feeling anxious. Real safety requires discipline. It requires saying no. It requires living below your means, not at them. And that's a choice most people aren't willing to make. Let me tell you what changes when you cross into safety. You stop checking your bank balance 3 times a day. You stop doing math at the grocery store. You don't panic when your check engine light comes on. You don't dread the first of the month. You can say yes to dinner with friends without calculating what's left in your account. You don't feel a spike of fear when you get a text from your dentist. You sleep better, not because you're rich, because you have room to breathe, room to absorb, room to live without constant calculation. That's what safety feels like. And it's not about the vacation you can take or the car you drive. It's about the absence of fear. It's quiet, it's boring, and it's one of the best feelings in the world. Here's the shift that changes everything. Most people focus on income. How much can I make? How do I earn more? What's the next raise? And income matters, but it's not the thing that creates safety. Assets create safety. Let me explain. Income feeds your life. Assets protect your life. Income pays this month's rent. Assets cover you when income stops.
And safety, real safety, comes when your assets can buy you time. Not just things, time. If you lost your job tomorrow, how long could you survive? 1 month? 3 months? 6 months? A year? That's the real safety number. Not your salary, your runway. And building that requires a completely different mindset. It's not about earning, it's about keeping. It's not about looking successful, it's about being protected. Most people never make that shift. They chase income their whole life
and never build a foundation. There are two types of people: loud earners and quiet builders. Loud earners make a lot. They spend a lot. They look successful. And they're always stressed. Quiet builders might make less, but they keep more. They invest more, and they sleep better. The loudest people are often the most fragile. The quietest people are often the most secure. You can make $200,000 and be broke. You can make $85,000 and be free. The difference isn't the income, it's the choices. So here's the real question this video is asking. Safety isn't about how much you make. It's about how long you could survive if you stopped making it. That's the number that matters. And most people have never calculated it. Maybe it's time.